CHILLAX, and yeah, I see a lot of heroes that we just don't really see, really,
They've got
aren't
the
we?
double smoke ready.
Oh, let's go.
Will they collide, Lacoste?
They will not. I don't think anyone will die. Just setting up some wards. Talk to me about Arc Warden. I actually, like, I might have 100% win rate on the hero because...
Really?
Yeah, because I played like
player?
2 games.
Oh, I see.
And somehow the team managed to win a game for me. But yeah, I've always been bad. Like,
That's
they have
info.
some jumpers for him, but they can also deal a lot of damage outside the bubble. It's not like you're playing into like Drow Ranger type of a hero. Kunkka can still do hell of a lot, and also like even OD, Clockwork can lock onto you, Tinker from the distance.
Yeah, that's me and Meepo, Lacoste. I've got a whopping 100% win rate over 2 games on Meepo.
Impressive.
Very easy.
Did you play with just one hero, or did you even level up clones?
I think one game was a low priority game from 6 years ago.
And you got mech pipe?
No, we just won in 10 minutes. And then the next game, I don't even remember. It was so long ago. Can't remember the last time I touched that hero.
So what was sort of you two's overall analyst of this one? You obviously liked CHILLAX last time round. What were you guys saying about this one?
I'm leaning towards Brame for this one, but I want this Arc Warden to surprise me. I want it to do well, because I don't feel great about it right now, but it can be super good, especially if it goes for that Gleipnir build. A lot of Chinese Arc Wardens like to do.
Well, what's bad about the hero? Why does nobody play it? I mean, conceptually, it still seems pretty good, right? You get Midas, we're seeing carries by Midas again. You know, it's a hero that can have 2 of them.
It just needs time, right? And
Very slow.
any hero that needs time needs a specific kind of lineup, and it's like, is it what it offers you in terms of split pushing, like worthy enough to pick it over another traditional carry who needs time, like a Terrorblade or something? But it really depends on the player too. Some players just prefer.
If you're ready to play 4 versus 5 for a while, then it's a good hero. If you have other 4 heroes that can play Dota, which I think they do in this game with Zeus, like Rubik will need to be active, because Jakiro, he's more like laner, good in mid-team fights, but can't make rotations. It's very hard to make rotations with Jakiro. Also, Zeus doesn't provide you with any kind of lockdown. So Rubik plus Beastmaster, they need to play around Roar, and Rubik will need to do heavy lifting. Also in this game, I think Rubik will need to go for more points in telekinesis instead of the range, because like you need to be able to control them.
Lots of action. Look at that Fatal Bonds go. This is what we were talking about earlier, just pressing Fatal Bonds, splash damage with Kunkka.
It's a painful lane. Painful lane. They've got to be careful. I mean, Spartan's really trying to get in there. He's still mastery low, but... Oh, and Deathrill. Not going to quite get him, of course. Those early level of Tidebringer not having the range that you used to. So CHILLAX will be fine, salving up deep underneath the tower off the back of the pressure that's being put on them on this bottom lane. And, you know, Zeus is here. Are you happy to see sort of Zeus's appearance? Is this still one of the more annoying heroes for Tinker?
It's hard to play, especially... like you have vision coming out from Zeus and Beastmaster, so that's going to be a bit tricky. Tinker players over time, they got better. They are used to play against some of these stuff. We'll see what his item build is going to be. Like you're looking for that big item timing, Blink Dagger into Aghanim Scepter, and then you can start thinking about what do you need, how do you protect yourself.
Interesting. So Beastmaster got Axes level 2 just to secure these CS from a distance, just because of how sad this lane is looking with the Fatal Bonds for us.
It's very mana dependent, so one more Axe usage and then he's done. Complete free farm for Kunkka, and Zeus on the mid lane, 20 CS. Ooh.
He's having a pretty good time here, MTD.
MTD, mid total domination. That's what it stands for.
Oh, top lane. Looking for loading, but he's got Pleb by his side, and again using the bubble nicely to stop 11 from being able to get any further hits in.
So this is the thing about Jakiro as a support. He's just so tanky that even if you're a Clockwork and you press Battery Assault and walk into him, he's going to outfight you. He's going to press Dual Breath and Liquid Fire, and all of a sudden you're the one running away.
Laughs in Jakiro. What are you going to do? Like, they don't have enough damage, but once they get that Meteor Hammer, then it's going to be much easier to set things up. I don't think they should be able to get a kill on neither Arc Warden nor Jakiro on the top lane pre-Meteor, but once the Meteor is up, it should result in a kill.
Unless they do make a mistake, Jakiro goes off on the side to pull, or maybe steps a little bit too out of bounds, and they just kill this arc.
For Jakiro, I want to see another point in Dual Breath into Ice Path, because there's still no meteor, which means that you don't need to stop it, and just keep the distance. So if there's a meteor channeling, stop it with Ice Path.
Bottom lane. Trying for Spartan, but not enough once more. And Mastery, of course, not having as easy of a time as Nefrit is in bottom lane getting the farm. Top lane.
They gotta be careful. Zeus, he's still not 6, needs one more level, one more wave, and then this is gonna result in a kill. Side lanes are gonna start to play more aggressively, so I expect Brame to heal up, otherwise that's gonna be a first blood. Zeus sitting at full mana, has bottle, has another rune spawning. There's no rune. He picked it up.
Do you have to sort of buy yourself like a smaller item first on Zeus, or are you just going straight for an Axe Rush?
It feels good.
Yeah, so interestingly, Jakiro and Arc pushed the lane all the way into the tower, and normally while you're in danger as an Arc Warden putting it there, you're not, because of reasons we talked about. This Clockwork cannot walk up to this Jakiro. So they're able to play as aggressively as they want to. And they've got the cogs on this Jakiro top.
See if they can kill him off.
Here comes
Rocket's coming
Tinker.
in. I'll do it, Wish. Getting a first blood here and chase over to Pleb. Not got anything unless they want to try and dive the tower. Astral is there with the setup. Stamanen, you're going to have to take some tower hits for it and that'll get the job done. Wish will be set up to pick up the double. Thunder God's Wrath will get Stamanen.
5 minutes Blink Dagger on Tinker, gets the first blood, gets another kill.
Yeah, that's scary.
This is exactly what you want out of a Tinker, right? You're worried about this hero needing time, but what if you get a first blood double kill and you're doing fine mid lane, suddenly you're going to be so much more effective early on. And this Fatal Bonds into Tinker is going to be really obnoxious.
Trying to make the move down bottom, but MMT will be around to keep Mastery safe. Yeah, we're seeing Wish already very, very, very prepared to head into these side lanes. They are going to have to be careful, CHILLAX, as any sort of move they make is going to be met with Wish's presence.
Pleb getting closer to Hand of Midas. Even though dying once is gonna set him up, but didn't buy anything else. Like, he did not invest anything at all.
OD in danger?
Yeah, this DD on the Jakiro. That's doing some damage here to 11. Another Wraith pop down. It is going to head over his way. That'll get the kill. Nice chase down there from Lodine. Getting some more money in the bank for Pleb.
And it's nice how low cooldown Wraiths are in situations like that. You're just ready to cast too. Give them that little bit of slow, the extra damage that Jakiro needed to finish off that kill.
Here comes Tinker.
Okay, Wish. Just casually waltzes in and kills off the carry. Sees some man and he's got eyes on Lodine. And with him stuck in the cogs, Wish is going to be able to walk over and claim another 4 kills. This Tinker is looking pretty spooky. This is, it's feeling like one of those games where, there's a Tinker player that seems a little too good, and next thing you know, you're losing the game and screaming at the screen. This Tinker is going to be spooky.
It's one of the most obnoxious thing to play in a public game.
Oh my god, yes, and that's when you start to click on their profile and do investigating. Who is this Tinker? Where did he come from? Is it a Smurf?
This is not going to be fun for CHILLAX. It doesn't feel like, at least they're going to have some solid answers for Wish.
Zeus ulti is available. They should try to make a move with it.
Stamanen's getting chased down.
Ice Path on cooldown.
On 11, and he's got the setup. Wish, he's coming in. They've got the damage. Another kill for Wish. Now, Ice Path will come into play to stop the rearm, but you've got 11 diving in here to keep eyes on Lodine. They've got the tower being pushed down by the creeps, so there's time to be bought as Wish. He's going to step over. He's eyeing up another kill. He'll take it. More here for Wish's Tinker. 6 kills at 8 minutes in.
They're losing the tower as well. Meteor Hammer channel. They're keeping the catapult alive on top of it. It's scary.
Oh yeah. And a snowballing Tinker is what you're afraid of as an Arc Warden, because that here will kill you from a distance. He will kill your clone from a distance. a snowballing Tinker will not give you time to farm the map as well. So this is looking really scary. I think CHILLAX need to try to make a counterplay of their own, or maybe just be a little bit proactive in finding this Tinker right now.
Gosh, the man and hunting deep in the jungle, keeping tabs on the farm with CHILLAX, and of course he is 6. He's got ways to mess with them. Taking some of that XP. Pleb may have the Midas, but yeah, they're going to need to create a lot of space and time for this Arc Warden. With the way that Wish has been moving so far, there's no indication that he's going to give them any sort of room. As already in the jungle, setups there, rockets flying in. MNT will be okay though with the hookshot already used. Pleb starting to send in the double. Ice Path will catch on to the two of them. It's a big catch if they can kill Wish. It's going to be a lot of money ending his
Pleb's
streak.
coming.
They're going to have him. As that will be an end to the streak. A tasty bonus there for Pleb to pick up, and the tips coming out, trying to get into Wish, you know, on that Tinker, get into that Tinker's head as you need to against these Tinker players.
And that's the kill that CHILLAX really needed. They actually didn't even have to look for it. It just came to them. And it is important that Tinker and Clock apply as much pressure as possible to this Arc Warden while he's farming. But unfortunately, giving away kills like that is giving your opponents a space that they need.
Yeah, fantastic Ice Path there from Loading. Gives them all the setup they need to punish Wish's aggressive positioning there as he tried to follow Stamanen up to the high ground to just go for a Rubik kill. Bottom lane back in action. And Nefrit's in with the setup. TP's coming over to try and bail out Mastery. Brame, they've got the damage. Wish steps up. He's back on his roll here, getting another kill as he's back in action. And he'll look to go for the kills, almost certainly a bit more safer than heading straight into the jungle of CHILLAX as he did before.
Right now they're looking scary. Warlock level 6, Clockwork level 6, which means that they can open up from a long distance. Tinker with the follow-up. Kunkka finishing his Armlet, which means that he's going to be really hard to take down. They have burst damage, but they need to lock onto him with Beastmaster ulti, Jakiro ulti. They have ways of doing it. How's Pleb doing? Farming top, getting closer to Maelstrom, no boots, kind of standard stuff for Arc Warden.
He's going to be cautious mid. Great hook shot from Stamanen straight in onto the backlines. Finds the Zeus, the golem drop down as well as the bombs out on the two of them. MTD trying to turn, but the lift ups there from the torrent into the burst of Wish as they'll pick up both of them. A bit of a scary defense there that CHILLAX tried to create, but it did not happen. Brame turn up in numbers. They're still going to throw TPs in onto the mid lane, trying to hold them back.
This is really scary for CHILLAX because one of their saving graces against Tinker is Zeus, right? But Zeus actually decided to go for Arcane Boots and Double Null, and he's 3k gold away from his Nimbus, which they so desperately need versus the snowballing Tinker.
I remember one game where it was Iceberg. Oh, 11 gets a solo kill on Pleb.
Jungle indeed, and finds the setup.
So yeah, Iceberg playing Zeus, I think it was one of the fastest Aghanims on Zeus, period, where he just rushed it. Like, double null into bottle and just got it immediately. We'll see, because how many times did it die on Zeus? Twice already. This is gonna delay Aghanim Scepter by quite a lot. Tinker, 1700 gold.
What do you think of this double null talisman build, Lukas? I feel like, yes, it is good, but when you're playing against Tinker, you are kind of crunched on time to hit that.
But he also has
time.
Magic Wand on Zeus, which is kind of a on a mid lane.
And a bottle.
6 slotted, that's what he was going for.
7 with the ward.
8 with the neutral, yeah. 9 with the TP.
Let's give the boy credit.
And unlike last game, this safe lane tower for Radiant is still up when Beastmaster was able to get it so early on. And it's not only is it up, it's fully healthy. And this is just due to Kunkka's ability to push out lanes so quickly that Beastmaster can't even approach his tower. And while typically you would see your safe laner rotate out of the lane where it's dangerous, Nefrit doesn't care. He's just happy on his Kunkka. Under no pressure here versus this Beastmaster.
A bit of a scout here.
Zoning ulti. Just scouting things out to see what's happening on the map. Not what you usually see 13 minutes in, Zeus just randomly popping ulti, but that also says how afraid they are right now.
Yeah, just doing their best to make sure the Pleb has some sort of safe area. They know that Brame will be very aggressive on the hunt. They've got this 3k lead. Top lane, Stamanen. Set up onto MNC. And he's very, very alone here. So will certainly go down. Steals the cogs. No escape to be had.
That's gold. They got some extra gold from those cogs.
Mid lane, I mean, Nefrit going for the setup here, but the TP's there, of course, coming in to keep their Zeus safe. Across the river they go. Ice Path not going to be able to quite reach them, but the Roar into Macropire will get laid down onto Stamanen. Stepping up to the Tempest double of Pleb. And Maelstrom proc's hurting though. Stamanen does go down. Also loading, getting the damage onto Spartan there with that fire laid down in the river. Brame, they'll lose a couple, but they'll still try and push on a bit with the Golem and the Hammer.
Ice Pad didn't connect on anyone, but it was a good ulti from Jakiro, dealing a ton of damage in that fight. Manages to get a double kill from it. They should still respect Arc Warden now that Maelstrom is done. He has full Mjolnir queued up. He understands that he needs to fight with the team. I like that decision instead of going for Boots of Travel. Just putting Mjolnir on 2 targets is going to be a lot of chain lightnings. Then you have Zeus to follow it up. A ton of damage. They need to be very careful once they hit that timing.
Arc Warden has a Mjolnir queued up. So we're just gonna go for this Brown Boots Mjolnir build.
Yeah, I just said I kind of like it here.
I'm just sorry, I zoned out and I just saw it.
It's fine. You just revealed one of our secrets. We're actually not listening to what other people are saying. We're focusing on something smart to say.
I zoned out completely. I'm sorry. I felt like nothing was happening for a while. Well, what am I having for lunch today? Or dinner.
Big item timings for Brame.
By the way, I don't like this Mjolnir, I have to say.
Yeah, almost full Shivas. You have, well, there's a lot of kills happening. Aghanim Scepter almost completed on OD. Kunkka going for BKB. This is where they try to go and take this tower on the mid lane. They're dropping the hammer, still respecting some of the rotations from like Zeus from a long distance. Rubik with the Fade Ball, keeping the tower alive.
Oh, Roar coming out here.
Looks like not much going to come out of it though with 11. Being at his side, just do struggle to try and make moves. The Roar still trying to cut their losses really, Chillax, and limit how much more, how many more heroes they lose to the control and damage that Wish is able to deal out globally, closing in on the Shiva's guard. And once that's there, he's going to start to step up in farm and be even more obnoxious in these team fights.
MTD is very close to his Ags now, just 100 gold away. It should be a very big turning point for them, just giving them a means to finally kill this Tinker if they do catch him out somehow with this Hawk Vision.
In the next minute, both teams will want to take a fight, so we might see smoke on smoke action.
Oh, they're struggling to get into the jungle, Brame. Still having to deal with the fact that CHILLAX have managed to keep this tier 1 mid up.
Oh, big boy Philly dropped for CHILLAX. I think Zeus takes it. Rubik will also want to pick it up, but let's see.
I think he might be going MTD as well, yeah.
This is the moment of tension we talked about.
Yeah.
I think it happens with professional teams.
And there it is, he takes it.
If they can keep their pace as is and play for the late game here with Pleb, that gold is certainly going to add up for MTD.
Radiant are scanning.
Brame. Grouped up as 3 around mid. They're going to try and smoke around Nefrit and Stamanen's setup. They've got a good catch here from the Kunkka and the Clock.
Nefrit has his BKB too, so he feels very comfortable leading the smoke.
See what they can get around the mid. A hook shot. It's onto a great target. Straight onto MTD. MTD needs
Big
help.
rock.
Needs it now. The boat coming in as well as the laser. MTD gets blown up at the front of the fight. See Pleb. Sending the Tempest double. Roar out onto the OD. If they got enough damage, Axe's going to be dodged by a Self-Astral. Loading will lay down the Macropire. And the Wraith as well, another Astral as 11 keeps himself out of the damage for now, and it's enough. 11 will survive. CHILLAX end up losing loading as well. As Brame, they'll get the fight going, and Zuzi's got to be careful there. Brame seizing that chance there as he just presents himself on the front lines, and against a Clock and a Kunkka, it's far too risky of a position to be in. Eclipse dropped onto MNT. It will turn with the telekinesis. He's up to the high ground, but Rockets will chase him down as Wish continues his streak.
Yeah, great timing, CHILLAX. They managed to get a kill on Spartan, but that's it. Let's see if they can chase. Kunkka popping a BKB there. Kill the clone. Still tier 1 tower alive. Big timing for Brame getting that BKB on Kunkka. Feels pretty invincible. Also, OD, his job is to stay further behind until Roar is used, or if someone gets caught by an ice pad. I think Stamanen in general, as a player, I've been really impressed with, like seeing him play in the previous seasons, and mostly on Earth Spirit, but that means his positioning is good. He finds a great opening on Zeus with the Clockwork, and he's item build this game. Like, he's not messing around. Stick and Hood to be able to survive through the burst.
Mm-hmm. And this Hood is so valuable versus the supports as well. It feels like he can be in there for as long as he needs to be. Unfortunately, Brame could not translate that successful fight into a mid-tower. And that's probably their biggest weakness, is the only tower threat they have right now is this Meteor Hammer OD, but after that fight, his resources were just too low.
CHILLAX, they're going to try and get something aggressive going themselves now. DD Rune at the bottom. See Nefrit, he is going to be baited in for this. Can they keep him locked down? Lift up into the Roar? They certainly can. CHILLAX with a big punish there and ready to try and chase for more. The ball staying on target on top of Spartan. They will respect Wish though, turning up as the Rockets start to get spammed out. They get the kill on Spartan, but cost them Lodine's life. The rest of CHILLAX backing out of here as they don't want to fight underneath the high ground control of Wish. But a big kill, knocking out the safe lane Kunkka there. Nefrit falls.
Okay, looking at Thinker. Third item, BKB, wants to be able to protect himself against Zeus and all this. Like, so once he gets a BKB, only needs to care about Roar, which is going to be pretty hard for Beastmaster to close the gap until he gets the Blink Dagger up, which is going to take another couple of minutes. Has 50 gold in the bank.
This Arc Warden is getting stronger though. It's already got one BKB component down. Just a little bit more time. Having this BKB on Arc Warden is going to make a world of a difference because he has not been able to step into these fights and actually do damage.
Yeah, with most of his damage still being magical to Mion, it might not have the ability to take out the Tinker, but yeah, everybody else on Brame is going to have to be pretty cautious if they step within reach of Pleb and his double.
Radiant are scanning.
Scan come out. TP.
The tower is still up for CHILLAX.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy how after sort of all these fights around that area, they've still managed to hold on to that. See Pleb choosing the double to scout out what's going on in Brame's jungle. Nefrit's going to take some heavy damage from the clone.
Fortunately, he couldn't force out Nefrit's BKB there.
See mid, MTD. Going to get caught, but a stolen Astral from MMT. By a bit of time for MTD. Back into the Astral of 11. Torrent's there to follow up. They'll shove him to the side. He's getting thrown all over the place finally. His adventures in an overplane get put to an end as 11 finishes him off with the Eclipse. Over in the river, Nefrit drags back Mastery. Wish is in, they offer up the burst as Mastery goes down, and Wish, he's hunting for more. Jump into the backlines with the Shivers Guard. Again, the stolen Astral.
Nice catch.
Stopping the Tinker for now. Loading is so low though, they've got to stay out of vision. Pleb, he's going to try his best to turn with the power of the bubble. It's a trip. Whoa!
Whoa! Well, once you lock on the target with Clockwork, it follows. It was trying to follow Tinker, who was steeping out.
I mean, that would have been pretty wild if it had taken him all the way over, but it was just a bit of a short journey. As Wish was able to make it out in time.
Guys,
Zeus.
look at this mid tower. It's still up.
There we have the replay again.
Will it ever go down?
I don't know, it must finally, surely. Stamanen's in. He's hitting that tower. He's had enough of it. I mean, they've been able to fight quite nicely behind it.
They did it!
That's the combo that they were looking for. Tier 1 tower finally also down. Zeus needs to be careful about his positioning because 2 times in a row, this is most of their damage so far on top of Mjolnir coming out from Arc Warden, so needs to be very careful. At least he now has Force Staff to be able to force himself out of the cogs. And Clockwork, once he sees someone buying 4-staff, his natural item build is, well, I'll get a 4-staff for myself. They also have, like, Rubik decided to go for 4-staff as his first item, which I think is okay, so he can push people out of the cogs. Also, once you get the shard, you have 2 abilities to save people. BKB.
I guess the roar out mastery, but indeed with the BKB, Wish is going to keep on moving onwards. Blink out as well, away from the combo of Lodine as Wish will look to reset. Brame is still going to try and charge him, ready for Wish to come back in for a round 2. Rocket out, as well as damage with the Fatal Bonds, takes down Mastery. He still falls. MTD having to keep himself at a complete distance from the barrage of rockets fired out.
Nice 4-staff out by Drew.
Stamanen, he's got the setup onto Lodine. TPs are coming in, but Lodine will go down. CHILLAX not able to poke back into this fight right now. Pleb will bring over the double. The rest of them are away, and Brame, they'll happily turn and look to claim the bounty from bringing down the Tempest double, and they'll get it. More gold here into the bank of the Tinkers. Wish picks up the 240.
Yeah, unfortunately, these Nimbuses have not been valuable at all during these fights. There has not been a way to just simply hold a hero in place while they die to it. And it's just simply because it's so easy to poke from a distance with this Tinker, Astral from a distance with OD, and just splash damage with the Kunkka. They really need a way to get on top of this Tinker and then press the Nimbus, but none of the supports have been able to, just because of how well Stamanen has been playing too.
It's very tough to just get a kill on Tinker at this point. If Warlock has ulti available, and if there's Astral, which he does have 2 of those, so gonna be very hard to lock onto the target. 11's massive.
Yeah.
Absolutely, and you have this clock just very impeccably controlling this backline of CHILLAX.
There we go. How much gold do you reckon was acquired by killing Tempest doubles so far?
I'm gonna say 1,500.
What?
We're
Not
20.
much?
We're 25 minutes into the game.
Effie?
I feel like I've only seen them kill 4.
Okay. So, do the quick maths.
Is it a 200 gold bounty?
240. Oh, it was different right in the early levels, right? So
I'll say about 1k.
I'll go in the middle, about 1.2k.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Aye.
You're the closest
rather
one.
close. I'll take it. Yeah, 1.3k. A decent amount of money. 600 to the Tinker and to the OD. Oh, CHILLAX. I'm going to want to try and push Brame away from this area. Pleb. He'll start off with a bit of a poke from his double. The rest of CHILLAX smoked up behind it. Very hard for CHILLAX to initiate, though, against Brame. Roshan
Hello.
is falling low. They want to try and step
Big
it,
rock.
Beautiful
fantastic rock there, dropped down onto the back of it all. Stamanen's in with a hook shot, the bonds around them as well. Pleb will commit with the BKB to take out Stamanen. Roshan and the Aegis going into the hands of Nefrit. Mastery blown up in the pit by these Sanity's Eclipse.
And he'll find Lodine here with the Shiva's vision.
Think about these chaotic fights, just games in general. You're playing against Tinker. Like, how do you don't have much time to think about what's happening, and that means you're making a lot more mistakes because it's different game. This is a Tinker game. You can't take this as normal Dota, so you need to find a different approach. At this point, it might be too late. It's a 5k gold lead. They have Aegis.
Whoa, 11.
Well, that's one way to do it.
He just casually waltzed up on his own to the high ground. He'll have a few Astrals, but there will be Wraiths at the ready when he comes out of it. As 11. Nice shield there from Wish. Gets 11 safely out of there, but that was a little close, 11. Stepping up as he did.
And that's when you know you're comfortably ahead, when you can make a mistake like that and just walk away scot-free. But I quickly want to shout out Spartan. The golems have just been so good.
Yeah.
The Fatal Bonds has been doing so much in these fights. This Warlock pick has been very valuable.
I want to give a quick shout out to my boy Wish, who's using the voice line. One of the few.
It's one of the secrets to his great Tinker play, of course. Wish. I'm going to get this double. Well, seems to be timing out. Oh, okay, no, he is. It did time out of time. 300 gold. The money continues to rack in here for Wish. It's about, I believe, the 4th double he's taken out on his own this game. Really helping boost up that lead that Brame have here now. 6k against CHILLAX. A lot of weight on Pleb's shoulders to try and carry as this Arc Warning against 3 cores. They're getting pretty big. Whilst his own two teammates, that are sort of the Zeus and the Beastmaster, start to lag behind.
Radiant's courier
Brame
has
just
been
camped
killed.
themselves on CHILLAX's triangle here comfortably. OD's probably just going to Meteor Hammer this tier 2 tower whenever he can.
Are fortified.
You heard about damage over time, but have you heard about DOG or dog, damage on ground? This is what CHILLAX has, especially if Jakiro manages to farm up the Aghanim Scepter, Zeus, and then you have those spark rates. This might be a new term.
Oh, Wish BKB coming
Yeah,
up.
he's going to come in with the BKB. He's not going to mess around underneath that Nimbus as he heads over with the backup of his team to look for another loading. And Nefer at this point more than happy to pop a BKB to guarantee the kill, as at this stage they're feeling very comfortable. Brame, they're rather tanky heroes now. Now Pleb is going to need a lot of items to be able to fight back against a lineup that's getting increasingly more and more farmed at a rate that CHILLAX as a whole just can't keep up with the fact that anytime they show their face in a lane, Wish will be turning up.
I respect 11's build. Look what he has in Quick Buy. His Lord of the Rings and Lord of the Stones, pretty much. But once you get to that refresher, like what's he gonna do? Use 4 times Astral? It's almost gonna be impossible to kill anyone. He can refresh the Lincolns.
Hey, you're right. It's, I mean, yeah, good luck roaring someone. I mean, one Astral is already a bit of a counter, but the fact that he's always going to have one, at least, that's going to make the fights very hard for CHILLAX to start. CHILLAX still just having to dodge these moves completely. They're not in a position to fight.
And something that has Stomanen had in his inventory is Fey Grenade. This item gives vision, so it allows Tinker to spam rockets. He's been holding it for so long. Just a cute little interaction.
That's very true, and if you combine it with his inherent vision of Rocket Flare, this clock is just kind of giving this Tinker permanent uptime on his lasers and missiles.
Mid lane push comes in, up to the tier 2 now with Lodine gone. They don't have the full roster to do anything about this one, CHILLAX.
Nefert's finishing up his Satanic,
Radiant's bottom tower
has it sent over. It's just going to be even harder and harder to kill these Brame cores. And when you think about even going on this backline, who is it? It's Warlock and OD and Tinker. These heroes protect each other.
Seeing what Tinker's doing right now, how much spam he does, you might just open up your email at Valve Software, please do something about this hero. It's very situational, but like if it's a good Tinker game, like one of these, you see how powerful he can get.
Oh, so he dive under the tier 2. It's going to end in the death of Stomanen.
He does force out Arc Warden's BKB though.
I mean, Pleb will get dragged back, but the Roar comes out to interrupt the combo from Neferit, so he won't have the full control on Arc Warden. Buyback from Stomanen. Golem was dropped here. Brame will try and push onto the tier 2. CHILLAX able to get in to push back on this. Doesn't look like it. Already up right back to the high ground. They'll have to let this tier 2 go. Slowly but surely. I mean, Pleb with double doing his best to defend. He'll pick up a bit of money himself here. Not taking down the Golem. But as the double comes to an end, so does the chance of holding this tier 2. Brame will continue to clean up objectives, and CHILLAX is having to sit back.
CHILLAX, they got 4 Force Staffs. One is upgraded to Pike, but there's a lot of kiting potential. Still too much damage coming out from this Tinker, even though Arc Warden's still the most farmed hero in the game, because he farms very quickly. Still, I think Brame needs to respect going high ground. They want to take these fights, wait for the next Roche, and then try to go for high ground.
Oh, there we have the obnoxiousness of Wish stepping up, overwhelming Blink, and the Shiva's Guard. Good luck ever escaping
Not
him.
moving.
Oh, that's not fun to watch.
Mastery, get eyes on him there, but not a chance to set him with the Roar. But an MTD, going for 11. Got to be careful how much they reach in as Wish in action on the mid lane. Pleb just holding his ground with the double. They get the roar onto Wish. They have the damage. There's the defensive Astral coming out. BKB popped by MTD.
Managed to blink out.
He was able to break the combo, blink out to the side. Wish he'll be fine now. Pleb sending forth the real Arc Warden. BKB will come out, and Brame, they'll respect it. They'll back away.
That's the BKB of both Arc Warden and Zeus. So if Brame are looking to go back in here, it's a very good opportunity for them, even with this Warlock dead. But just waiting for him to respawn, not a bad idea either. Arc Warden's closing in on his Hex, which is going to be very helpful, but unless they're going on this OD first, there's always going to be the Astral saves, even from this.
Someone's got to find 11.
Yeah, so this Lincoln Sphere, a lot of value. 11, there's the Lincoln's proc.
Nice ice
Good
path.
ice path.
A very solid ice path here to start off the action, but Stamana straight over the back lines. The Sanities comes crashing down onto loading. Wish in with the BKB. His eyes onto the double, eyes onto the real as well as he's jumping over towards Pleb. Pleb, he needs help, he needs it now. It's not gonna be there as Pleb goes down. MNT follows. Mastery tries for a TP out, but the X-Mark's there to grab him back. This looks like it may even be a full cleanup here by Brame as MTD pops the BKB, but the Golem dropped down from Spartan. You know, MTD needs help. Buyback from MNT will actually give some sort of backup. Enough at least to allow MTD to keep on running, but the Golem stepping up, providing Wish the opportunity to come in with the TP and the blink. MTD does drop the Nimbus, but the Golem chases MTD into the base, beats him down as MTD still falls 4 dead on CHILLAX.
And all they lost was a poor little OD.
My finest creation, Thinker, level 27 right now. Ministan on the Rockets, has been there for a while. It's so obnoxious to play against Thinker at the moment. Rest of the team can go in and just buy time. Tinker will clear the rest of them.
But a lot of this Tinker's success was just due to his incredible rotations in the early games, having a start that really he shouldn't have been able to get. And of course, Demanin playing in conjunction with him, giving him the vision he needs, being the body that he needs.
At this point, Wish he knows how solid he is. The only real setup in that of the Roar, that's still on cooldown right now. What can CHILLAX do here?
CHILLAX are in a very difficult situation where they have to go on the OD or they can't kill anybody, but just by expending all their spells on the OD, they suddenly have nothing for the Tinker, and Wish can just get out of control. So they're in a tricky position. Their saving grace, honestly, is their high ground defense. They have Jakiro, they have Zeus, they have Arc Warden. All these heroes excel at high ground defense, whereas Brame's heroes may not be the best at pushing towers quickly. They do have the Meteor Hammer by OD, but, you know, it's still not that fast. They could make some mistakes there.
They could, not respecting Arc Warden when going high ground, and Zeus, like you can also get lift thrown into tier 4 towers. There's the Hex.
Oh, they're going to see if they can blow up the Kunkka quickly. Oh, combo's a little off the mark there. Throwing him out of the ice path, so Nefrid actually gets the chance to put the BKB, turn him with the lifesteal to fight back onto Pleb, and in the river. Wish is just cleaning them up once more. 3 dead, Pleb having to run, but Wish, he's going to be chasing straight on top of the Arc Warden. Pleb, he'll slowly fall for sure. The Astral should be enough to finish him off here, as that was not the start of the fight they needed. Trying to go in on Nefrit, but they couldn't keep him chain locked down. 4 dead. This is going to be room for Brame to head up and do some good damage to the base.
Kunkka with the status resistance. Maybe they did not calculate that into the equation when they were trying to stun lock him and use hexes on him. They're going to go for the finish.
Yep, dropping the Golem. They're going to close this game 2 up, Brame. As CHILLAX, they've not had a fun one here.
Tinker is 21-114. What a performance by Wish.
We're going to have the buybacks coming out. They'll give it one final shot. But no Pleb for 45 seconds. What can the 4 of them do here? Tier 4 down, Brame. Completely unfazed here by the presence of CHILLAX as they'll just continue to look to close this one up onto the Ancient. Wish, he's ready to try and pick up some more kills here for the scoreboard. Hook shot over to the 2 of them. Wish, he'll add to the tally here. Another kill, another one. Triple kill for him, ultra kill for him. Can he get that juicy rampage? They've come out with the GG, given the rampage. Is he going to get it? He is. There we have. Well deserved to close it up. Wish, ladies and gentlemen, on his